Hello everyone, Ember here, and welcome back to a new video. And in this one, we're going to be taking a look at the absolute masterpiece that is Excadrill EX. So I was kind of excited for this card until I actually read what the attack did. So for some reason, I thought Piercing Drill for 2 fighting energy did 60 damage and then just 60 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, you compare it with Froslass and Munkidori, like that could be really fun, right? But the thing is, that Pokemon that you do 60 damage to on the bench has to have damage counters on it before you use it. So, like, the main appeal of this card, I thought, was, well, you know, if you go first, attach an energy, turn 2, you evolve up, attach another energy, then you might be able to, you know, KO some low HP evolving Pokemon. But you just can't really do that, especially without things like Hawlucha and things. So, yeah, it's a bit rough for being an Excadrill fan right now. I kind of wish this had been a bit better, but at the same time, maybe it's better that maybe it's like a good thing. You know, we don't have very powerful spread attackers. You know, the format's got plenty of them right now. But I'm hoping we do actually get a good Excadrill card at some point. Maybe it gets a Mega Evolution. Who knows? But yeah, Rock Tumble also is just pathetic. Like 3 fighting energy, 200 damage, isn't affected by resistance. Like, who cares? It's just not a very good attack. It also has a very high retreat cost of 3, so I'm just hoping nothing gets stuck when we try this game. I am playing a Turo scenario at the very least and an Air Balloon, but yeah, it should be pretty rough overall. I'm tempted to like maybe cut the Dudunsparce line entirely actually and try and just focus on draw support through supporters, which is always a bit risky when you do that, but you know, it kind of worked out for Scavallion Hammers, so maybe it'll work out for Excadrill. But yeah, it just means that if you're making room for things like Dudunsparce, then you have to play like 18 Pokemon. And I'm not playing like Pheasantipity, which I probably should be playing as well. So yeah, the main idea is that we're just going to use Froslass to damage our opponent's Pokemon. And then, you know, Freezing Shroud will hopefully take us over the edge. But like the damage is just pathetic. Like it really is terrible. Like 60 damage. Like really not very good. We do have Hawlucha, but it's kind of awkward because you can't just like poffin it straight onto the bench. You have to like find it with a Brock scouting, which is really annoying because it has to come from the hand. But you know, it can set up a nice KO where you do like 1 damage to an evolving basic, and then you know you do 60 damage, and at that point you'll KO like a 70 HP basic, which is cool. But like aside from that, it's just such a clunky combo. I am running Munkidori. I didn't really want this to be like a Munkidori focused build because I've seen so many Munkidori lists online. Like if I see another Munkidori Froslass build of something, I'm gonna scream. But like I felt it was kind of necessary to like like try and trigger Excadrill. Plus, it does mean that if we actually get the 60 damage or like the 3 damage on there beforehand, we can snipe things like 90 HP evolving Pokemon like Dracoloak. At least that's a plan. You know, like it's called bulk pile for a reason. I don't think this deck is very good, but we'll be giving it a go today. As for the trainers, I don't think it's actually much better in the trainers department. I've kind of like hoggled some stuff together, but I do think that this could be improved slightly. I'm running things like Vitality Band just to try and get that 70 damage turn 2 on an evolving Pokemon. So yeah, this deck is basically just Meloetta Donk, but we play our whole game on turn 2, so it's even worse. But yeah, I'm also playing Crushing Hammers. Like I feel like maybe Excadrill might be better playing like defensively with Crushing Hammers, Xerasic, maybe like Rock Chestplate, things like that. But as for now, I'm just playing, like a very thin package of that sort of thing. Like I could definitely see myself just removing Crushing Hammers, maybe adding another Crispin because Energy Acceleration, of course, is just non-existent in this deck as it is. So like maybe some more Crispin, maybe some more tools, that are useful overall. But yeah, that's kind of what I've gone with. I've also wasn't like sure on which ace spec to pick. I think Prime Catcher could be a really good one just because this deck really doesn't have many ways of gusting and switching overall. So Prime Catcher is probably a good shout, but honestly, Hero's Cape's kind of decent as well. Just give 370 HP to an Excadrill. It's kind of big at that point. But yeah, also focusing around on Judge. So I was kind of like trying to build this a bit like Squavilion and the Spathra EX deck. But yeah, I just don't think Excadrill is quite good enough to justify a deck list. But yeah, if you've played Excadrill, and you've done really well with it, then let me know. I would love to hear back from you guys. But I think overall this deck is just not good enough for standard. I might try again expanded because expanded is just a whole other kind of worms. Like there's so many different things you could do with this card. There's like Zigzagoon Pings, there's Diancie Prism to increase your damage by plus 20. There's loads of like really crazy buffs for fighting types, and would just make this so much more playable than it is in standard. But it would still be like low rogue tier, I think, for expanded. But yeah, I might have to give that a go at some point. But yeah, let me know what you think about Excadrill. You know, have you been having any success with it at all? But yeah, I don't really recommend giving this one a go, but you know, I do appreciate you for clicking on this video. So yeah, thank you for watching. Right, what I'm going to do is go get Rotom. I'm also going to go get Drilbur. Am I going to get Rotom actually? Yeah, I will. I think I will. I think I will. And then I'm going to Poffin. I've got to make sure to leave one space open for, whatchamacallit, Hawlucha. I've got to do that. Do Snorunt. Probably just another Drilbur's fine. I don't think I'll need 2 Dunsparces open next turn. If anything, I probably don't need 2 Drilbur, but it's alright. I will attach here. I will go get the other Dunsparce out of the deck. I'm also going to slap Vitality Band on here because I don't think Mamoswine has the deck space for Tool Scrapper. I'm going to play Fan Call. And then we can just get the last Dunsparce out the deck, and kaboom, we just pass. And that was a pretty good turn 1, to be honest. That was a pretty good turn 1, not gonna lie. So we do get Brock's Scouting in the hand, so there's like every chance that we will be able to just go ahead and grab Excadrill. So I might just want to do that, rather than like risk an Iono. It just depends where they attach to, I think. Because if they attach to the... Okay, so if they... I was going to say, if they attach the active, then I'm probably going to go for it. Alternatively, I could just play a Crushing Hammer, and then maybe Iono after that. Okay, so they have the double Poffin as well. Cool. But they have... Blaziken. Okay, so that's an Arven. So do they have TM Evo then? Yeah. Okay. That is a wee bit unfortunate. So we're probably just gonna go for the Iono play, I think. I think that's correct here. I am going to use the Crushing Hammer now, just in case we whiff an Excadrill, because that would suck. I also might want to hold off a turn from playing Froslass, just because Fan Rotom's going to get KO'd quite quickly. But we'll see. We'll see what we draw as well. We might draw, like, absolutely nothing next turn. It'd be cool if we top deck Excadrill, actually. Then we could, like, Brock Scouting for a Dunsparce. That would be nice, actually. So yeah, my opponent is going to go ahead and evolve one of their Swinubs on the bench. But it is still possible, actually, to KO Pidgey. Well, not Pidgey, rather, I should say. They only evolved 1 Pokemon, which is interesting. I don't know why they didn't evolve 2. That's an Arven, so that's another way of getting it. Do I Crushing Hammer now, or do I just guarantee it? No, I'm just going to Crushing Hammer now. Yeah, we'll just do this. It is heads, so that's good. Right, this is a bit greedy, but I'm going to attach down here. Normally, I would not do that in most situations. I will not bench that, actually. Yeah, so I'm going to play the Iono. This might just be a bit greedy. But, I mean, they have, like, that, scary energy anyway. Are you kidding me? This deck sucks. I could just Hawlucha now, actually. Yeah. We're gonna do this, boys. Could maybe wait another turn, but like, who cares? Yeah, So I got greedy. I didn't need to do the Iono. But we'll damage this guy. To be honest, I think if he evolves next turn, like, I'm not sure how we can actually win, but, you know, we'll see. Yeah, just end turn. We don't need to evolve yet. We do not. We have 2 70 HP Pokemon on the board with abilities. We do not need to evolve Froslass just yet. So there's the Jack. That sucks. So yeah, we are just not getting that KO, are we? Yeah, if I'd just got an Excadrill, then we would have been in a pretty solid spot. I mean, at the very least, we have another Crushing Hammer, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, like, Crushing Hammer is nice, but they're also going to be able to, like, one-shot us as well. So, like, the tankiness of our deck won't matter. Yeah, this is going to go south really quickly. But I'm going to play it out. I'm going to see how things go. Yeah, the fact that they can evolve Swinub as well just sucks. So yeah, we'll do the 60 to the, I guess, the Pillow Swine, realistically. I mean, they have an 8-card hand as well. We'll see what they do, though. 8 cards is a lot. I hope they haven't disconnected as well. Please do not tell me they've disconnected. Please. Or have I disconnected? Why are they not doing anything? Oh, do not tell me! Do not tell me that the only victory I get with this stupid deck is someone disconnecting. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. Yeah, I don't think this deck needs Fan Rotom, to be honest. I don't think it does. Really? There's no... Wait, did we prize a lot of energy? It's weird. I mean, I'm not keeping this hand, so I may as well just take the energy. There is no way they disconnected. There's no way. I refuse to believe. You know what? I'm not going to even evolve Snorunt. They don't have any abilities in play. Like, do not tell me the only victory I got was... Really? This is kind of sad. I just feel bad at this point. Although maybe they want us to take a KO. You know, reverse psychology. You know, maybe they want us to do the whole, take a prize thing. Piercing drill. On this guy. So yeah, if we had a Turo scenario, we could look out something else, but maybe that's what I'm missing with this deck. Maybe I should be playing Scoop Up Cyclone. Yeah, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. So what I would like from this is like Arvin for an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball, get Dudunsparce, draw more cards. Probably bench Munkidori, maybe. I did discard a Dark Energy, which was a bit silly. Yeah, I think this deck doesn't have the space for Fan Rotom. It's cool, but I don't think there's enough space for that package. You know, you either get one package or the other package. You can't have both. But yeah, we'll see. They've disconnected. They've disconnected. That's sad. Oh, Excadrill. We'll have to try it again, expanded though. Yep. Yeah, oh yeah, they've definitely disconnected. There's no way. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to keep going with TCG Live gameplay. Just full stop. Like, every other game, it crashes. Every other game, my opponent disconnects. Every other game, I get disconnected. Like, it's just not realistic right now. And it's laggy as all anything as well. And I can hear a dog howling in the background. That's a bit of a shame. Well, we did win a game. It's, it is the way that you're supposed to win a game with Excadrill. Take 2 prizes and then go from there. But, like, yeah, they were inactive. But realistically, we were not doing a lot of damage in that matchup, and they should have won.